What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg, and this is the internet celebrity, Freddie Wong. Freddie, how are you?
The only one on the internet.
There's many. We're actually here at Rooster Teeth. We're filming the Gauntlet Season 2.
Yeah, man. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
They've made us equivalent somehow.
Oh, come on now. Selling me out that quick. Freddie, while we've been here, we've played a lot of GTA.
Oh, nonstop.
And you have a very interesting theory I want to talk about. Present your theory to the IG audience.
Well, no, it's okay. So this is something that we were thinking about. This is something that I was thinking about, which is, I wonder, because so many stats get tracked in GTA, I wonder what the stats specifically are for a breakdown between male and female pedestrians in GTA. How much more likely, or less likely, as a female pedestrian are you to get either punched, stabbed, or shot? Specifically, I'm not talking about getting run over, cars, or any, and outside of all the mission stuff, just the running around, going up, how likely are you going to just get punched as a female pedestrian versus a male pedestrian? Now, you would expect that across the entire player base that it would be the same as whatever the spawn rate.
Right, negligible. It's going to be what it is.
But
you think, though.
But based on a lot of Twitter stuff, based on a lot of stuff that I've read, I think it skews more towards females getting punched more for, I think, a variety of reasons. I think it's so easy to just immediately just say, oh, well, you just think gamers are all sexist. It's like, no, I think there's a lot of reasons to it. I think there's a taboo, there's a whole... I think it's interesting. I'll be curious. I want them to put out an infographic that's like the LSPD presents. Like, as a female walking around Los Santos, you are 3 times more likely to be punched in the face or something like ridiculous.
Rockstar will never do that.
They would never do that. But
do you? I mean, what do you think the underlying root is for this? Do you think it's that people? I mean, like GTA is this, like we always talk about it just being like this crazy cartoon, right? Like where you do things you'd never do.
See, well, here's what that's interesting, right? Because there's a couple of levels to that. On one hand, you could argue that the game, by putting you in the persona of these characters, expects you to act accordingly how you would think they would act.
Sure, Trevor's a bad guy.
So that might encourage you to act a certain way. There is, I think, you can't deny that there is a certain level of mechanics that might be a part of it. Like, for example, there's obviously a reward for beating up prostitutes because you get money back or whatever that is, So there's the mechanics side of it, but then I think there's also, because I see a lot of really weird comments from people where they're like, yeah, man, like, I punched that hoe in the back of the head. It's like, it's kind of like weird. It's just.
Do you think it's the same thing as characterization? Like, Trevor's a bad guy; he's going to do bad things. Franklin, how I know, like, he's in the rap persona, the gangster persona, where they do talk about smacking up.
Right, exactly. Well, now here's the thing, right? Yeah. I wonder if that's. Here's how you could tell. If you could break that down based on the character. So it's like, oh, guess what? People who are playing Franklin are doing this more often. People playing this character doing this more often, which would be interesting because that you can start to break that down. And also if you compare it to other open world games. Anyway, it's a total thought experiment. Yeah. Because it's one of those things where if it came out that it was like, guess what? For some reason, our player base is going after female pedestrians twice as much as male pedestrians. Could you imagine? The internet already has issues. Like, they already can't handle like sarcasm,
video games, and everything else, and misogyny.
But they already can barely handle the fact that the whole Anita Sarkeesian thing. Like, people like are stumbling over themselves to even like try and discuss that. Right. So it's like, could you imagine if this came out? So it was one.
How do you think it compares to a game like Saints Row? Similar.
That would be a good question, right? Because I think in a lot of strange ways, Saints Row is a bit more progressive as a game than GTA is.
With its giant dildo. But ability to play as a girl.
But here's the difference, right? You're right, but here's the thing. Saints Row, since GTA as a series for me, starting from GTA 4, has always been like this ridiculous world where we call the scooters fagios and like just like stupid toilet, 5th grade humor. Yeah. Combined with the story wants to be The Godfather. The story wants to be the great American novel. The whole experience of a crime thing at that level. So it never quite made sense to me. Whereas, like, if you look at the PS2 games, right, the Vice City and San Andreas, those felt more cohesive because, like, 80s Miami, even today, people living in Miami think about that time. It's just like, that was a crazy time with a lot of cocaine. It's almost a cartoonish part of their history as well. And it wasn't so serious. And I guess, to me, it loses a lot of, I don't know, I'm having fun with the new GTA, but it's like, I just can't get over the fact
there's a serious story and then there's all this cartoon stuff where
and I don't know if they really quite mesh. Whereas Saints Row is just like, guess what? We don't even care. This is all ridiculous. It's over the top. It's stupid. and they understand that. So it's really what it is like the game knows what it is itself, whereas I think GTA has that problem where they don't quite really know that.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Are you more prone to be violent to women in GTA? Is Saints Row 4 a better goofy-ass, crazy cartoon world? Let us know in the comments. Then make sure you watch Rooster Teeth: The Gauntlet Season 2, where Fred and I team up.
Yeah.
We go hardcore. Playing
super
stuff.
hardcore.
Super.
Mega super hardcore. It's great.
For everything that's mega super hardcore, keep it here on IGN.